Hello there, welcome back to Beauty Bee and welcome to my September empties video. I actually have a decent amount of empties, as you probably saw in the thumbnail. It's not the most impressive month that I've ever had, but I thought it was going to be really bad, and then in the last 4 days, a few things have kind of come in clutch for me that I wasn't fully expecting to be done by the end of the month. So let's get into it. As usual, I'm going to try to start with the less exciting stuff and then work up to the bigger items, or at least the more impressive items. So let's start out with some sort of single-use things. First up, we have this Dr. Scholl's Hydrating Foot Mask. It had these socks that you were supposed to keep on for half an hour. I did that, and it really wasn't that impressive. I feel like I could have gotten as good or better results from just putting a lot of lotion on and wearing socks. It softened my feet up a little bit. Nothing super impressive though. Next up, another single-use product, or actually, I apologize to Space NK. I think I got 4 hand washes out of this, so it was a 4-use product. This is the Jasmine and Rose hand wash from Beauty Space NK. I got this in the Walmart Space NK beauty box, and it was a really nice hand wash. It smells really nice. It smells very expensive, but it's a hand wash. I'm not going to spend good money on hand soap. It's just not going to happen. From Neutrogena, I had a sample of these ultra thin blemish patches, which are, the zit stickers. I think there were 4 of them in here, and honestly I used all 4 of them at the same time. My chin was breaking out really badly, and I do think these helped. I have tried, I think, 2 or 3 brands of these zit stickers at this point, and I think they're all basically the same. The only difference I've seen really is how well they stay on, and these did stay on pretty well. So I don't know how these compare in price to the other ones that are available, but these were decent. I was totally fine with them. And I killed it with the nail stickers this month. I usually try to finish 1 to 2 sheets, and this time around I finished 4, at least to the point where I'm ready to get rid of them. So this set of nail stickers I got off, I think, Amazon or Walmart. A set of 50 floral, butterfly, and there's a couple of random makeup ones. I got a 50 pack for $11 or something. But they have some of the most random little things in there. This one says Love's Oracle. There were a bunch of flowers on this sheet, and then there's 4 little stickers that say Love's Oracle. Why? This one, I don't remember what it was, but they must have been not too weird because I actually used all of the stickers. This one was mostly butterflies, very cute, very girly. I think there were also some little pink flowers. At least I hope there were, because there were also just the word flower in this cursive print that would be very hard to read unless you were staring at your nails from about 4 inches away. Very strange. And then this one had some leaves and some flowers. 4 gone. How many to go? Probably 40. Oh well. And I think that leaves us with all decent sized things to go. So next up, let's talk about some body care. First up, we have just this little thing of Dove Dry Spray Go Fresh in the Cucumber, which is Cool Essentials. I wouldn't usually talk about deodorant, but I feel like I have 15 of these little guys. It's not actually 15, that's absolutely an exaggeration, but I probably have 3 or 4 or 5 of these tiny little deodorant sprays that I always think are going to be so quick to go through. I'm always oh, I can just stick one in my travel bag. But first of all, when was the last time I traveled? I don't know. And second, these last for weeks, if not months, of everyday use. So I'm just going to kind of put them in my empties when I finish one because I have so many of these. I get them for free from all kinds of different places or like in boxes. I don't know where I get these, but they just seem to appear in my life, and I want to make note of when I finish one. So there's one gone. It's deodorant. I'm not a super sweaty person. I really don't work out very much, so I don't feel that I can give a really great deodorant review, but it did what I needed it to do, kept me from stinking at my desk job. I got these in a FabFitFun box, and these are from First Aid Beauty. They're ingrown hair pads. Now, I don't think I needed these. I feel like you probably know if you need something like this. I used them on my legs after I shaved, and I didn't notice any change as far as me getting ingrown hairs because I don't get ingrowns on my legs. So I used them up mostly because they were open, and I figured I would just go for it. But yeah, I have nothing to say about them. They're definitely not something that I would repurchase. Even if I started dealing with ingrowns, I would try other methods first before I resorted to purchasing these because there's 28 of these, I think. Yeah, there's 28 of these, and this is not an inexpensive product. It's not worth it to me. I would try other methods of exfoliation first. I have a fragrance empty. This is from Bath & Body Works, and it is a mini of Gingham Love. There is a little bit of liquid at the bottom. I wonder if I could get just like one more spritz out. Not a real spritz, but at least some amount of liquid did spurt out. So I really enjoy this scent. It's a nice, sweet berry scent, but you can smell that little bit of gingham, which is largely like a freesia fresh scent in here as well. I kind of want to repurchase this in a full size. I went through this mini quite quickly. It's a body mist. It doesn't last that long on the skin or the clothes, so when I was wearing this, I would reapply it several times a day. It's also not a very strong scent, so I would find myself spritzing it like 7 or 8 times just to be able to smell it for, 20 minutes or so. Really enjoyed this, really like this scent. I think the packaging is also quite cute with the gingham picnic blanket print. I like this a lot. I'm not going to buy the full size right now because I think the full size body mists from Bath & Body Works are like $18 now, I think, and I don't think it's worth that to me, but if I am actually in store sometime when they're having a sale or during semi-annual sale, I will try to grab one. Let's move now to almost skincare. I really don't know exactly what to call this because it's essentially just water in a can. Actually, this is just water in a can. This is from Avane and it is their thermal spring water. It is literally just water. It has a continuous mist. There's probably a little bit left in here. Yeah, not quite as nice of a mist as it would have been had I used this a little bit earlier. It used to come out in this really lovely fine mist where you almost couldn't feel the individual drops, and that meant that I could overspray it and then I would stop and I'd be like, oh, my face is actually wet now. So it's a little bit too easy to over apply, but the product itself is very nice. Obviously it's water, no real scent to it. I quite enjoyed this. I don't think that the product itself is what sells this for me. It's the really nice sprayer. And this is usually a pretty expensive product. I got these through FabFitFun. I actually have 2 more to go through. I got them for like somewhere in the $3 to $5 range. These are usually more like $15. I don't think they're worth that. That's awfully high for, again, a can of water. Now to things that are undeniably skincare. First, we have the Avant Pro Intense Hyaluronic Acid Illuminating Day Cream. I got this through FabFitFun, I think, as well. And this is supposedly like an $80 or $90 product. Don't pay that. It's not worth it. Also, I noticed that though FabFitFun said that this was like the $80 or $90 version, I went to the Avant website and they don't have a product that is packaged this way called the Pro Intense Hyaluronic Acid Illuminating Day Cream. They do have a product in a pot by that name, but am I fully willing to believe that these are exactly the same product? Not really, especially since I got this for like $11 on FabFitFun. And for $11, I think this was quite a nice day cream. It was a gel cream, so let's see if I can get a little bit more out. I probably can, because isn't that always how it works with these videos? Yes, there's a little bit. I don't know if this is technically a gel cream, but it definitely has pretty similar consistency to those. It's a lighter moisturizer. It has this light blue color. There's no real scent to it. It does feel calming and hydrating. It sinks in quickly. I enjoyed this. I have nothing bad to say about this. If I saw it for that $11 price tag again, I would purchase it, but I don't know, I'm not going to go out of my way to hunt it down either. I finished a pack of e.l.f. Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths. I don't use makeup remover wipes very often, but they are handy when I need them, and I don't know how long these last me, but it's usually like 3 or 4 months, I think. So they're usually pretty dry by the end. That's to be expected. I mean, this little seal can only do so much, but when I dampen them just with water, I find that they work better anyway. And I think they actually work better if you dampen them when they're dry than if you just use the already moistened ones at the very top of the pack. So these are fine. I really haven't tried too many different makeup wipes because I've always found the e.l.f. ones to be adequate, and I can usually get the e.l.f. ones for really, really cheap. I think I have another 2 packs of these in my cabinet right now. Well, I guess I have 1 open one and 1 closed one. They're good. I'll keep buying them, but they're nothing that I'm super excited about. They're just affordable and totally adequate. This is one of the products that I finished in the last couple of days that really bulked up my empties nicely. This is from Tula, and it is their Cult Classic Purifying Face Cleanser. I like this. I feel like it may have been just a little bit on the too gentle side for me. I like to feel really clean when I'm done washing my face, and this is just a little bit too gentle, a little bit too moisturizing to really give me that almost tight, clean feeling. I don't want my skin to actually feel tight because I know then it's overstripped, but I want to get close to that. And this doesn't quite do that for me, but it was really effective. I didn't notice any problems beyond what I usually have with breakouts while I was using this. It did an okay job of removing makeup too. Because I don't wear foundation most of the time, I find that I don't necessarily need to use a specific makeup remover for most of my face. For my eyes, I still do, and for my lips, if I'm wearing something really long-lasting, like a liquid lipstick, I'll just use my eye makeup remover on my lips as well. This was totally fine at getting off any other makeup, including any like little bits of mascara or eyeliner residue. This worked really well for me. It is kind of expensive, and it wasn't my absolute favorite, so I wouldn't repurchase it. I think I got that through probably FabFitFun again. And it was the kind of cleanser that I feel like could work for just about anyone, because it wasn't, you know, so stripping that I think it would really be a turnoff for people with dry skin. But I tend to be normal to oily, and I also thought it was really nice. So probably would be a pretty good bet to work for just about anyone. I have a Vaseline Lip Therapy Advanced Healing. This is just standard Vaseline, but in a little squeeze tube. It has that angled plastic applicator. I was only using Vaseline on my lips for a month, and I mean, it did do a nice job of keeping my lips hydrated, but I was very excited to be able to go back to other lip products. I actually don't think that this was quite as good for my lips as an e.l.f. lip gloss that I've been using recently. I noticed that my lips cleared up quite a bit when I went from using this back to the e.l.f. gloss, which seems backwards to me, but I don't know. I'm not that kind of scientist. I'm not that kind of doctor. I don't know anything about dermatology, but this is fine. It's totally fine. I think I have another like 3 tubes of that scattered around my house because it was the only thing I was using. So of course I wanted to have, you know, one by my vanity, one on my bedside table, one in my purse, and I don't know which one that was. So I think you'll probably be seeing a few more of those over the next several months. And then the last item and the only real makeup empty that I have for the month is from Pat McGrath. This is a mini of the Lust Gloss in Flesh 6. I took out the stopper in here and I scraped what I could off of the sides. This is a really nice lip gloss. It is very full color, and it was this really lovely, definitely deep for my lips type of nude. It had a little bit of terracotta to it. It was very, very pretty. Yeah, I'm kind of sad to see this go. It was a really nice lip gloss. It was a little bit on the thick side, but for the amount of color that this gave, I kind of wanted it to be a little on the thick side, because thinner glosses tend to move around a little bit, and that would not have been a good look with this bold of a color. It really did show up this shade on the lips. And I think that brings us to the end of my empties video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you finished in the last month. Hopefully you've been working through things as well. And I think that's all I've got. Thanks again for watching, and I hope that I will see you all in the next one. Bye!